Sir, I have the package you asked for.
Excellent. Continue as you were.
Yes, sir.
I've been meaning to ask about the Sonic Blaster. I need to borrow it for testing. Sorry, but no. Captain Lance came to talk to me.
Because of that?
Yes, exactly.
Why would they talk about this?
It's related to the IP project.
The IP project?
Yes, the very same.
Gotcha.
Yes, hard.
Time to take my place as ruler of this mortal world. Your power won't beat me.
Guess we'll see.
Sergeant Lance, is the cure ready?
Only one way to find out, sir.
Sergeant,
Sir?
time to cure the doc. Doc, are you sure that you are fit for duty after what happened?
There is no need for worry, Major. I'm still able to tend the patients of the bunker, as long as I still have an eye.
Okay, but try not to overexert yourself.
Well, sir, it seems the cure worked for the doctor, like it did for you and my brother.
It looks that way, but we will just have to wait and see if there are any side effects from the cure. There also comes the possibility that it has not cured it entirely, but instead suppresses the power of the IP gun.
Sir, may I have permission to see Craig?
Permission granted, Sergeant. Well, hello, Liam. I would give your family welcome, but I am restricted. Due to circumstances that have taken place, I am no longer a captain of the Nuclear Order.
I don't understand why you went through all of this. Nothing.
Of course you don't understand, Liam. You never had the opportunity of gaining absolute power. When the IP project was still in commission, I had volunteered to be part of their cause. But I was denied of that chance. When I found the IP gun, I guess that I just got carried away.
That is no excuse. Try to understand the seriousness of what you've done.
You best be on your way, Liam. You never know what events might take place.
Major Gray, how's the trip?
It was fine, ma'am.
That's good. Now I've called you on an important matter that not only caught my attention, but the President as well. We have reason to believe there's still remnants of the IP's project out there, since the recent discovery of the IP gun. One of our own was tasked on a reconnaissance to the suspected area near the southern outskirts of the 17th district.
Ma'am, why wasn't I informed that one of my men was out there?
Do not interrupt the General.
Target, there's no need for that. You made a valid point, Major, and I'm sorry that I was not able to send you a notice.
So who was out there doing reconnaissance, ma'am?
Elise Conway. Her mission was only meant to last for 3 days, but it's nearing to a full week. I want you to go out there with a search party to our last known location in the southern outskirts of the 17th district and return her home. If you stumble on any remnants of the IP equipment, that is imperative for you to seize them and return them to the Nucleus. You will only report to me about your findings. Dismissed.
Ma'am?
Evening, sir. How dare you went to the Nucleus?
Indeed. I have an assignment for you, Sergeant. I need you to accompany me in search of someone.
May I ask who you're searching for, sir?
I will explain on the journey.
Sir, am I able to come?
You won't last where we're going.
Sir, we're running low on materials for engineering. It would benefit the bunker. It would be a good idea, sir. We might run into some valuable equipment along the way.
Even though that Scavenging is not part of the mission. I guess it wouldn't hurt for extra supplies. Alright, Barry, you can accompany us. But I better not find you out cold on the ground.
Sir, that assassin is way more skilled, not to mention cruel. He broke my fair pair of shades.
Sergeant, have specs to bring the lorry round. We leave at 2000 hours. Alright, I have told you in detail what the mission is throughout the journey, but I will now try to make it brief. We are searching for one of our own who has been MIA for a week in this area of the 17th District. Sergeant Lance and I will conduct a search in a 1-mile radius from the last transmitted location southwest from the lorry. Nurse Hill and Lance Corporal Barry will be scavenging for any supplies in the vicinity of the lorry, and Specs will stay with the lorry until we all get back. Each of us has a communicator, and they have traces in case if we go MIA. If our groups have not made contact in every hour or so, Specs will try to go to your last known location. You have your assignments. Dismissed.
We have not found anything in about 4 hours, sir. Maybe we should call off the search.
If we do not find her in the next 30 minutes, we will rendezvous with the others back at the lorry.
Sir, look, Jess.
Examine it.
Appears to be military-grade equipment with the IP product marking on it, sir.
Alright, Sergeant. Inform Specs to bring the lorry over.
This must be the soldiers of the nuclear order. I must say, you are a disappointment. You soldiers of the warm comfort of bunker walls, while we are out here in the harsh reality. Unlike you, we have to fight for our supplies, because why scavenge and burn yourselves out of misery when someone else can do it for you? It's a shame that we can't allow you to live. But unfortunately, the reality is you're better dead than alive.
Corporal Conway, it's good to see you.
My nerves still feel numb, sir.
The effects of the sonic blaster will go eventually. Now, get inside.
I can't. That equipment would have kept the leader off our backs for months.
Well, we can give these handcuffs to him, maybe.
Shut up!
You did surprisingly well, Major. The General would be pleased.
Mr. President, General Amelia Rones is requesting to enter. Should I let her through?
Yes, that would be great, Eyes. And also, can you turn off the music while Rones is here?
Of course, Mr. President.
Good evening, Mr. President. I have news on the mission I gave to Major Grey, sir.
Ah, good. Just a moment, General. Eyes, bring up my chair, please. Sorry, General, for the inconvenience. I just can't stand up for too long. You may now continue, General.
Major Alex Grey has successfully brought back Corporal Conway to Bunker 35 and has found a chest storing all the IP equipment.
I see it is good that the corporal has returned home. Where is the chest of IP equipment, General?
It is stored in a storage in Area 6 in a maximum security, sir.
After the 67th catastrophe and the recent discovery of an IP gun prototype, it has caused an uproar in the ranks and especially in Bunker 35. In an event like this, I have no choice but to issue the order of the destruction of every remnant of IP project research and equipment to be found and destroyed, to ensure that we do not have another incident like this in the future.
Mr. President, I don't think we should destroy it. The remnants of the IP project, the research could improve to be useful for medical purposes, even your condition, Mr. President.
I know the benefits of the IP project sound tempting, but I cannot allow these resources of high risk to exist. There will be people out there who would want to weaponize this for their own selfish intentions. And we had already had an incident like that recently.
I understand, Mr. President.
Oh, and General, I want a typed-up report of the reconnaissance mission and the Major's search mission at 1300 hours tomorrow, General. You are free to leave. Eyes, bring up my computer console and resume music, please.
Compliance.
So, you finally come to visit me. I had some time to spare, Craig. Don't expect me to be here often. Since that you are the superior officer of the bunker, you have become occupied on many tasks. Do you remember the time that we were sergeants and Colonel Warren was still here? Yes, I remember. Those were good days. Until the 67 incident. You left him and the others there to die.
I was in a panic. I was young and inexperienced in that situation.
Excuses, Alex. You could have saved them, you know, if you just gave a damn. That was why I wanted to be part of the IP project, to maybe give those people another chance at living. But Warren denied my request, and he was killed.
You said you wanted to be the ruler of the world.
Well, I got a bit carried away. I also was obsessed and under the influence of the IP gun ever since I found it. I got so carried away, I even planned everything to take control of the bunker, and then the world. I surprised myself. But what really surprised me was that the IP gun had revived you from the grave.
I was completely healed. There weren't even any scars.
If I had shot the doctor with the empowered IP gun, it could have brought back his missing eye. Oh well. It has been nice to catch up, Alex. But if you excuse me, I must be doing my daily dose of exercise.
After what happened here when those mercenaries ruined the place, I got my quarters refurbished by some of the engineers and workers. They did a good job. They had to take down my weapons display along with Lundgren's armor and moved it to the armory instead, for safety purposes. I was given a nutrition drink dispenser as compensation from the Nucleus. Saves me from going to the cafeteria. Good real food is hard to come by, since the Nuclear Order owns two enormous biomes, one containing crops while the other contains livestock. They are heavily guarded from raiders. That is why bunkers are not supplied by these biomes in fear of the convoys to be raided. The Cyberwar Global Seed Vault and the majority of other seed vaults in the world have become the property of the Nuclear Order. Corporal Conway.
Hello, Major Grey. I know it's late, but can I speak to you, sir?
Of course. I suggest you come in if this is a private matter. So, Corporal, what is this about?
I have been to where my post normally is in engineering, but I've heard the water plant is understaffed at the moment, and I was wondering if I could work in the water plant for a while, until more people apply to work there, sir.
I know that the water plant is understaffed at the moment, due to most of the staff are training the new workers in the training plant. You do realize this is an important job, Corporal. It requires a lot of willpower to maintain. You would barely have any breaks until your shift is over, then you have a 4-hour slot to rest, then you're back at work.
Sir, don't worry. I can handle the work.
Okay. You'll begin work tomorrow. You will report to the head technician of the plant at 0300. Your post will remain there until the rest of the war staff have returned, along with some of the trainees, and then you will return to your original post in engineering. Do I make myself clear, Corporal?
Yes, sir.
You may leave, Corporal.
I recommend that you should take some time off.
That's just not possible, nurse. I had my attentions required to be at the water plant more often, since that these staffs out there gone training those newbies the basics.
Please be careful when you are on duty.
Excuse me? Do you know where Major Grey is?
I don't, sorry.
The major, he might be in the training grounds on the ground floor. Is there any reason why you need to see him?
I've come to inspect Bunker 35 to see if it meets to the standards.
Oh, I am so sorry. I did not realize you were the bunker inspector.
It is okay. So, the Major is on the ground floor at the training grounds?
If you get lost, you can always read the sign.
Thank you for your help. Excuse me, sorry.
Hello, Doctor.
Yes. Hello, nurse. Who was that who left the infirmary?
Apparently, that was the bunker inspector.
That explains why she was in a bit of a hurry, looking for the major.
Yes, that's right.
Well then, let's get to work.
Sir, are you sure about this? One-on-one?
I want to see whether you have been paying attention to the sergeant and his lessons. Come on, Specs. Show me what you got.
This might end badly.
You alright, Specs?
I think I concede. You've punched quite hard. I felt it through my armor.
Go to the infirmary and have it checked out. But I'm sure it's nothing.
Alright, sir. Major Grey.
Ah, you must be the inspector who's going to inspect the bunker. I didn't expect you to be here until noon.
I'm sorry, Major. I tend to come earlier than the scheduled time in case I get lost on the way here. My name is Chloe Winters. I am indeed making sure that the bunker is up to Nuclean standards, especially of the recent disruption that had happened here.
I promise you that there won't be another event like that taking place while you're here. Sergeant, escort the inspector to assigned quarters on level B14. You may go to my office to collect the key card on my desk.
Yes, sir. Miss Winters, if you follow me, please.
Oh, Specs. Sorry for me being here when you arrived. Now, what seems to be the problem?
I have a bit of pain in my chest when sparring with the Major.
I don't think that a simple punch can cause you to have any pain through that armor, but we can never be too sure. I'll need to conduct a SMRI scan to make sure nothing is broken. Go over there and take your armor off. Now, Specs, step into the pod and try and stay perfectly still. The SMRI pod will create a zero-gravity field within the pod to reduce the strain of your bones to stand.
Sir, I'll escort Inspector Winters to the quarters. She has said she will begin the inspection tomorrow.
Alright, Sergeant. Thanks for the news. Continue as you were.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, nurse. So, Doctor, what's the news?
Well, you have no broken bones in your ribcage, but you do have some contusions on your abdominal region.
Contusions?
It is another term for bruises. Now, these bruises are not severe as you think, but I would recommend that you not participate in any physical exertion, and use an iPad to numb the pain.
Thanks, Doctor.
Sir, the transport is now loaded and is secure.
Have the cryopod delivered to Lab 86, District 5. Make sure that no harm comes to the transport and its cargo.
Yes, sir. Alright, get this transport moving. On the jump.
Private, why have you abandoned your post?
Well,
Spit it out, Private.
I was ordered to leave my post by
What? By whose authority?
Brigadier Taggart, sir.
Do you know where he went?
I saw him go to the bunker entrance, sir.
As you were, Private.
Oh, boy.
Should be getting the cargo in ETA 2 hours.
Taggart!
Not another step, Major.
Stand down, Fowler. Let him through.
What do you think you are doing? Craig Lance was in my custody.
If you must know, I had orders from the General to take Lance to a maximum security cryo prison. This is my warrant, signed by the General. I hope that you are now satisfied with the evidence.
What am I going to tell Liam?
Sir, I went to see my brother, but he's not there. I heard he was transferred. Is this true?
Yes, it's true. Brigadier Taggart ordered for his transfer to a maximum security cryo prison. He had a warrant from the General.
Suppose I'm not able to visit him anymore.
I'm sorry, Liam. In a place like that, they don't accept any visitors. I will understand if you wish to have a break from your duties.
I think doing my duties around the bunker would help me take my mind off things.
Alright, Sergeant. On your way. Finally, this is the bunker's water plant, which consists of 3 levels. This level is where the water purification takes place. Right now we are understaffed at the moment. Most of the staff members are training the trainees. Some other engineering personnel have volunteered to work at the water plant until they return.
This is impressive, Major. May I explore the water plant further?
Yes, of course.
Ready? Yes, sir. Are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Yeah. You're right, Specs. I remember you were a bit more of a challenge.
I guess it's an off day for me.
So you're saying that the staff are returning a week earlier?
Yes, that is what they had told me.
That is excellent news. You may leave now.
Sir?
The inspection is complete, Major. Here is your copy of the results.
Thanks, Inspector.
Goodbye, Major. Please enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, what do you know?
Is there a revelation, Dr. Iron? I'm tired of this lack of progress.
There is nothing at the moment. It is a shame that we only have the one body from that Cairo prison. You said yourself that there were 3 more bodies to recover, given from the Major's report, and yet your men only recovered 1.
I was informed that they were unaccounted for. Either someone got to them, or they're still alive.
Either way, this will slow the progress of the research, but I am still curious why you would do this behind the General's back.
The President and the Council want to destroy the only remnants of the IP project because they are afraid of its potential. I cannot let something like this end up in the trash.
If they find out what we are up to, we...
Ah! Huh?
Success!
It would seem so.
We're on.
Inform me when he has been cured, Doctor. You must be hungry, so I have bought you something sufficient.
This is a very appetizing pizza.
You're able to have as many pizzas if you solve Vish, as well as living inside this place if you do something for me.
I knew there was a catch. Mr.
Get your target. And you?
Johnny William.
What I want you to do is meet a certain someone you have served under.
Oh, I know who that is. And I want a knife when we're doing this.
Of course.
Oh, brilliant. Another person who has escaped death's clutches. I bet that coward Taggart has put you up to this, whatever your name is.
You bet right. And the name's Johnny Williams.
Your tactics won't do any favors, Johnny. It will just be an inconvenience.
Huh? I want to repeat that again.